Here we are. We're live. No?
Go.
Hello, we're live. Good afternoon, live from Brighton Securities. I'm George Conboy.
And I'm Ethan Wade.
So the market just closed. I'll swing around and look at it, but a few seconds ago when we were setting this up, Dow Jones Industrial Average up 5%, Standard & Poor's 500, and the NASDAQ Composite up each about 6%. Now, that's about half of what the markets were down yesterday, but it's up and the screen is green. We're happy about that. So what are you hearing from clients, Ethan? We're by the way, we're trying to be socially distant here, but Facebook Live requires this vertical format, which I apologize. I think vertical format for videos is the dumbest format on the planet, but that's what they require for it. So we're using vertical format, which means we're squinched in here when we should be across the room from each other. I'm pretty sure Ethan's not dying. He looks pretty healthy. You okay?
Yeah, not dying yet.
But you might ask, how come Chuck Wade is not on here? What happened to Chuck Wade? Did he get corona and die?
No, not to my knowledge.
He's working from home. I think he doesn't want to shave. That may be the reason. All right, enough nonsense. What are you getting for questions?
More of the same, which is, what should we do? Because when we see this level of turmoil in the markets and volatility, as human beings, we think, well, there has to be something we can do. And emotionally, we think there has to be something we can do to stop the downturn. When in all actuality, some of the best advice that we have is to do the exact opposite, to stand pat and be patient, because we're confident that patience will be rewarded in the long run.
So think about it, right? You've got a couple of talking heads on your screen, two guys who wear suits and ties, which almost no one does anymore. That doesn't confer any credibility on us. Maybe it does. If it does, I'm grateful for it. I like to buttress my advice with something you can observe for yourself to see if you think it's valid. So we look at stock prices now. We look at the decline that has taken place, and we say many of these, most of these, are sound, well-managed companies, well-managed mutual funds, good investments. Why are they down so much? Is it rational behavior? In our opinion, the behavior isn't rational. We live with stock markets every day. Most people don't. Even when you're an investor, you're not on it every day. So think about the behavior you're seeing where? Wegmans, Aldi's, Price Right, Tops. And it's a trope now, everyone knows. Whether you're there with a giant bundle of toilet paper under your arm, or whether you're trying to buy yogurt or chicken or whatever it might be, people are going to Wegmans and cleaning out the shelves. Like it's the zombie apocalypse in some movie, and you think you need everything. The behavior you've seen at your local grocery store, do you think it's rational? Is what you're seeing rational? Are you yourself going to the grocery store to buy stuff thinking, I have to do it because these other crazy people are buying everything, and if I go tomorrow for stuff for my kids' lunch, I won't have anything. So maybe you're even practically forced to participate because of the irrationality of most grocery consumers. So think for yourself. If people are behaving irrationally in the spending of small dollars, relatively small dollars, at Wegmans or Tops or Aldi, what have you, do you think they're behaving irrationally in every other aspect? Do you think they look at their 401k statement and scream and tear their hair? Or do they say, well, this looks like a good opportunity to buy?
Yeah. And those empty shelves are an indication of the fear and the panic. And we see that fear in the marketplace.
Interestingly enough, those empty shelves also did something very interesting today. When I did this little 5 or 6 minute update yesterday by myself, one of the things I noted was that General Mills stock, which had been up for part of the day, and remember, yesterday was a historic down day, down nearly 12%. General Mills shares closed down yesterday about a dime, basically unchanged. Today, General Mills shares were up 10%. Market as a whole, up about 5. General Mills, up 10. We checked. Is there news? A good earnings report? Perhaps they raise their dividend. No. The news was,
we still need to eat food.
Yeah. Now, I can't understand whether people are going to go out and buy 3 months worth of Cheerios and Wheaties and Ortega taco shells and Yoplait yogurt or Go-Gurt. Perhaps they're buying a lot of Go-Gurt. Does your son eat Go-Gurt?
No, Annie's mac and cheese.
Annie's mac and cheese. Annie's organic mac and
Yes,
cheese.
yes.
That's a General Mills product. But General Mills stock up 10% today. Look, I like General Mills. I think it's very well managed. It's a conservative company. They pay good dividends. It's a savvy company. But I'm not sure that General Mills stock should be worth 10% more today after an unchanged day yesterday, simply because people got done clearing out Wegmans shelves and decided to buy all the General Mills stock they could get. Probably not the best idea at this juncture. If people sell things irrationally, they could also buy things irrationally, and in our opinion, that's what happened here. So a couple things. How about saving on taxes? I mean, the understanding is the tax filing deadline is still going to be April 15th, but they're not going to enforce it, so you can pay late. That's a little weird, but if that's what they're doing, fine. You still need to, if you want to save on your taxes, make an IRA contribution, a SEP contribution. If you want to do a Roth IRA for 2019, that has to get done by April 15th. There has been no word from the IRS about whether the deadlines for contributions to retirement plans will be extended. So keep that in mind. You do not have to invest your IRA contributions in the stock market. You can keep it in cash. But what other options are there?
Well, you go to Wegmans or your local supermarket.
Don't go there for your IRA contribution.
You see the empty shelves, and it's an indication of fear. And Warren Buffett once said, be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. There's a lot of fear out there. And for a long-term investor who's not trying to pick the bottom of the market, there are some good opportunities out there to be had.
Okay, so we're not going to keep you on Facebook Live for 20 minutes. I'll wrap up with this. If you see this video and you want us to address more questions, specific questions, general questions, tax questions, investment questions, any questions, not the weather, go to your local TV station for that, or your app. But any questions, really. Leave questions, send us a note, call us, whatever, and we'll address those questions this time tomorrow, if not sooner. So, producer, will you turn that off? Because I don't know how. Thank you.